Greetings and gratitude. Happy birthday, January 29th. Your power thought or affirmation is, my best relationship is the one that I have with me. Another way to phrase that is, my most powerful partnership is the one I have with myself. Phrase it in whatever way that works for you, or energy that best vibrates with your own frequency. Happy birthday to all life forms and life workers who have found this video. It is intended for those who are born on this day, who would like to learn more about the 365 archetypes, or who would like to gain more insight on a specific person who has this archetype. So, if you don't already know, your sun symbol is sun sign is Aquarius, and that symbol is the pouring of water. I get this idea of a warrior pouring water, like to clean off of a long battle, is a really powerful symbol for you. This like cleansing frequency. I'm using the Elements Encyclopedia of Birthdays by Teresa Chung as a reference, as well as the Beyond Lemuria Oracle cards. They're going to be just sources, and I will extrapolate my own information off of them. To continue with your symbols is the moon, intuition, being able to feel, perceive, and understand things that you don't have knowledge or understanding of why you understand the things you understand. Your favorable numbers are 2 and 3. Lucky days are Saturday and Monday, that especially fall on the 2nd and 3rd of the month. Sky blue and that silver, white, purple, amethyst color, amethyst is also your birthstone, are really good color for color therapy or for intention setting. To just be around those colors, think about what that means to you and what you want to achieve with that color really help, because one of your great challenge is dealing with confrontation. Someone confronts you, someone looks you in the eyes and says, I don't like what you're saying, I don't agree with you, everything you say is wrong. How are you going to deal with that? Are you going to understand and perceive that in a healthy or understanding way, or are you going to be violent and angry and vitriol back to them? It is your perception, because you are the mystic warrior. You're a powerful mystic warrior. You have the traditions, the legacy of that oral tradition of magic going back to the earliest time, but you also have that warrior brought down from training, from lineage, going back to the earliest time. You bring forth these two contradictory forces in your own way. So here's some ideas. If they work with you, anything in this reading, take it. If not, please leave it behind. On the dark side, or at your best, these are positive, negative aspects or labels. Take the ones that work and leave the ones that don't. Is that you're withdrawn but intuitive, generous but indecisive, uh, unassertive but tactful. I would also say, in my own terms, you would be persecutatory, or someone may think that you like to persecute or to judge in your own way, to make arguments against. But on the other side, you stand up for the underdog. If someone doesn't know how to speak for themselves, if you know how to stand up for them, if someone has a hard time with articulation, you volunteer to help rise them up. So for your career, you have a very sensitive nature, so this might lead you to law, humanitarian, maybe reform, changing the structures that don't serve, but also writing, teacher, speaking, lecturing, inspiration, life coaching, negotiation, campaign, advertising, sales, marketing, and personal growth or consulting, like marriage therapy. So it's like not normal therapy, it's just like interpersonal business therapy, stuff like that. Could work. Another one I'm really getting is like ocean tour guide, someone who like gives people tours of exotic or difficult locations. So you often say what you think. You have a little filter. You know how to get under people's skin, but you also respect people and you love energy, but you are willing to help people along their path in ways that might make them not like you very much. You have powerful communication skills, even if you think you don't. This is a natural thing that is within you. You may artificially change it, and by questioning yourself, oh, I don't know how to communicate, I don't know what the right thing to say, that's very artificial, because you're naturally just able to communicate if you let yourself do so. You are willing to reach for the stars, to see different viewpoints, and to raise those viewpoints higher than other people might have perceived. You're open-minded and generally tolerant to other people who disagree with you, to people whose beliefs are totally separate from yours, who say that the thing you like is bad, the type of pie you like is terrible, and that your favorite band sounds like death. You're able to still be friends and maybe have a positive connection with someone, where other people, those would just be a no-go, I can't look past these things. After the age of 52 or 22, or maybe even earlier, it is a powerful turning point of this awareness, who you are, how you are, the strength within you kind of overflows. This extreme reactions are going to fall, and you have a new courage, a new way of understanding, a new way of perceiving that you didn't have before. And you can right wrongs, and you can really see that you might have overreacted, you might have not understood something before because you tried to please people, or you didn't be authentic, but you can overcome those, you can reconcile those if you want, because you're here to play a critical role in society. You're that mystical warrior, you have your own path, your own beliefs, but you're not afraid to fight for the greater good. You're the person who stands up when everyone is oppressed. You're one of the people who says, hey, that's not cool, and I'm willing to fight to change it. Uh, and whenever you look at pictures of in America and other countries where there's a reform of any kind, there's usually a few people of the group that is generally not being subjugated, fighting for the reform. There's not a lot, but there's usually some of those people. A lot of them uh, might have been on this archetype because it leads to that energy. That is a good symbol or example of that. So for love, know that if there's any confrontations, if there's any issues, you can get overpassed, but if that's all it is, walk away from it, because it's important for you to take what you give, to give what you take, to have that natural reciprocity where you put into the pot that you take from, so it's not only going one way. And when you're young and you really want that love, you feel like you might not have it later on in life. You will always have it if that self-love is within you. If you flower yourself to that full magic, to that full power within, no person either being with you or not being with you should affect how happy and joyous your life is. Your great destiny, if this works for you, if not, please leave it behind, is to help people learn their gut instincts, to teach intuition in your own way by being intuitive, by being the example of how to look at your own inner voice, and how to help people speak it, embody it, and transform it in their own natural and unnatural ways. Okay, I will now go to your birthday card. Life Force Energy is your card. This is cosmic life force energy. This card has shown up before for January, but I'm going to say it very differently. The radiant force, that connectivity of light, that perceptivity of photons and protons and vibration is only able to happen because of there is a frequency of darkness. There's the hues. Some hues are lighter or darker. There are vibrations closer or farther away from source. But that doesn't mean that they're either good or bad. The thermometer is not hot or cold. It's a thermometer. It's a device to tell you. Our perceptions is a way to understand, but that understanding is not concrete, because that life force is always flowing. It is a abundant force of energy that allows all life, substance, and creation to manifest in its own way. But that manifestation is a projection, a perception of that projection that we all have to interpret our own way. The affirmation that I'm getting very strongly is: the light that is forcing through my veins flows throughout all things. Phrase that in any other way you would like, or that best works for you and your energy. I hope you have a powerful and perceptive birthday. Wishing you in all your endeavors joy, love, peace, and happiness.